Maya! Okay, I need you to drop everything for a second. I just stumbled down the most incredible rabbit hole. Have you ever heard of a cyranoid?
A cyranoid? That sounds like something out of a 1950s sci-fi B-movie. Is it a robot?
No, that's the thing. It's a real person. Well, a person acting as a... Okay, think of it like a human avatar. A literal, living, breathing puppet.
A human puppet? Leo, you're scaring me a little. What do you mean?
Okay. So it's this concept developed by Stanley Milgram. You know, the famous social psychologist. The guy who did the shock experiments.
Oh, right, the obedience to authority guy. He was always into the heavy stuff.
Exactly. So, in the late 70s, he gets this wild idea based on that old French play Cyrano de Bergerac. You know the one. The guy with the big nose who whispers poetry to the handsome guy so he can woo the girl.
Right. Cyrano provides the brains and the other guy provides the face.
Precisely. So Milgram turns this into a scientific method. He calls the person talking the source and the person repeating the words the shadower. The shadower wears a tiny hidden earpiece, and the source, who's in another room, whispers into a microphone. The shadower repeats everything instantly. No pauses, no uhs, just perfect real-time speech shadowing.
Wait. So if you and I were doing this, I could be sitting here talking to you, but the words coming out of your mouth would actually be, I don't know, my mom's?
Exactly, or a nuclear physicist's. And here is the hook, the part that blew my mind. Milgram set up this experiment where he had panels of teachers, professional educators, mind you, interview these 11 and 12-year-old kids.
Okay.
But the kids were cyranoids. Milgram was in the back room feeding them these incredibly sophisticated adult academic answers through the earpieces.
Wait, really? You're telling me these teachers didn't notice they were talking to a middle schooler who was suddenly speaking like a world-renowned psychologist?
Not a single one. They just sat there thinking, wow, this is one remarkably gifted child. It's called the cyranic illusion. Basically, if a human body is in front of us, our brains are hardwired to believe that the words coming out of that mouth belong to that person. We can't separate the body from the mind. It's like a glitch in our social software.
That is actually kind of profound and a little bit creepy. I mean, imagine the possibilities for, I don't know, job interviews.
Right? It's like a biological deepfake, but in person. Milgram realized you could use this to test things like racism or ageism. Like if you have a young person say the exact same things as an old person, do people react differently? It's a way to literally swap souls between bodies to see how the world treats them.
It makes you realize how much we judge the rapper instead of the content, doesn't it? You know, this is the kind of stuff I love discussing with you. It's so weird and wonderful.
It really is. I spent like 3 hours reading about it.
Well, before you tell me about the Echoborgs, because I see you looking at your notes and I know there's more, I just want to say to everyone listening, if you're enjoying these little dives into the strange corners of humanity, you should join the loop. We're here every day. Just come back tomorrow and get your daily curiosity fix. We'd love to have you.
Yes, join the loop. Because Maya, you mentioned Echoborgs, and that is where it gets really modern.
Okay, lay it on me. What on earth is an Echoborg?
So researchers recently took Milgram's idea and updated it for the 21st century. Instead of a human source in the other room, they used an AI, like a chatbot.
No way.
So you're talking to a real human being, someone who looks like me, breathes like me, but every word they say is being generated by an AI in real time. They found that when people interact with an Echoborg, they actually try harder to have a good conversation than they do when they're just typing into a chat box on a screen.
Because we're looking at a human face.
Exactly. We give the human the benefit of the doubt. Even if the AI says something a little glitchy or weird, we subconsciously repair the conversation because we want the person in front of us to make sense. It's like we're co-constructing a soul for the robot because it's wearing a human suit.
That's actually really sweet, in a weird way. It shows how much we want to connect. We're willing to do the heavy lifting for the other person just to keep the human spark alive.
It really is. It's like even if the words are coming from a server farm in Silicon Valley, if they're delivered with a smile and a blink, we find the humanity in it.
Well, I'm glad you're not an Echoborg, Leo. I like your original thoughts much better.
Or am I? Maybe I'm just a really high-end shadower.
Don't start. This has been fascinating. I'm going to be looking at everyone at the grocery store today, wondering if they've got a tiny earpiece in.
It's a wild world, Maya.
It really is. Stay curious, everyone.
See you again.